Hey everyone, it's MK. Welcome back to MK Quilts. Happy Friday, everybody. So I'm just gonna wait a few seconds. I know I'm just 2 or 3 minutes late, but I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Who's gonna get the gold star today for hopping on live first with me? Please announce yourself. Oh, Kevin. Kevin gets the gold star for today. And Ann, hi. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Ann. Welcome, you guys. Hi, Julie. All right. Well, I'm so glad you guys could join. Hey, Carol. Carol, I'll be talking with you in just a little while. I wanted to get this live feed in, and then I will get on the phone with you. So, hello, everybody. And just to clarify, no, it's not a mistake. I'm here solo today. And actually, it feels kind of odd. You know, I did so many of these live feeds with just myself. And then Paul and Samson started joining me. And now they're not here today. So I hope y'all stick with me. I hope you don't just join to see the cute, fluffy dog. And I'm talking about Samson. Oh my goodness. Well, happy Friday. I have a little bit of a list for you today. And then as mentioned, I have a 3 o'clock appointment with one of you who's on the live feed today. So let me go ahead and get started. So one of the reasons why Paul's not here today is he's at home with our bookkeeper, accounting guy who's been helping us with some stuff. Yeah, it's tax time, isn't it? Oh, yeah. We gotta make the deadline, and but you know, making money and having to account for it, it's a good problem to have, I guess, right? All right, so Paul's home doing that. I'm sure Samson's laying right by his feet because you know that dog doesn't go very far from Paul at all. So our week has been a pretty busy week again. So as you know, I announced last week that this week was going to be Ellen's first week with us, and it was an awesome first week. You know, having an employee was a big step for us. You know, just thinking about covering everything to pay her and the bookkeeping of all of it and everything. But I think it's going to just work out really awesome. Hi, Paul. Hi, honey. So I think Ellen is just going to work out so awesome. She is just a fantastic young woman. She's a fantastic young quilter. And, you know, she already had the familiarity with the Handy Quilter products. So just bringing her on board, even with what I taught her in 2 days, she was here 2 days and she just picked it up like so smoothly. And then she was off on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I was out on a training all day long. And she was here all by herself with only 2 days of training. So it's really awesome, and it just takes a huge load off of me worrying about, you know, quilts being here, waiting, people having to wait so long to get their quilts back. So it's going to be a very, very good thing for me. So keep watching. I'm hoping that Ellen can do some other things with me and maybe for all of you, because as I mentioned before, she has some pretty awesome free motion skills and some she does ruler work and different types of things. So maybe, I don't know, somehow maybe we can bring her in and have some sort of an online class where she is doing some of the training, or maybe her and I do a new class where we come up with a project. Part of it is Pro Stitcher, part of it is free motion, ruler work, whatever, and her and I can make a class together, an online class. So keep watching. I'm just super thrilled, and it's just the end of week 1. All right, so yesterday, as I mentioned, I was out on an install. Well, actually, it was a post-install training with a new owner, and I just had a great day with Kim, and she was the one who made me that lovely epoxied coffee cup thing, and she put my logo on there and everything. So that was really nice. I just have great owners and great customers. So it was a fun day. So let's see, today I am going to be doing some remote training. So I wanted to mention that here because some of you may still be on the fence about buying, upgrading to a new machine or whatnot. And I want to assure you that if you buy from us, this is kind of how we handle training with you, especially if you're not here in Florida. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing with a new owner this afternoon is I'm going to be getting on either a FaceTime call or a messenger call with her. And we're going to be going through some of the Handy Quilter checklists that they send to us just by being on a phone call or a FaceTime, okay? Or maybe a WebEx. When we're done doing FaceTime, maybe we'll hop on a WebEx or something like that. But I want to make sure that she is completely comfortable with her new machine. Now, the thing that's awesome about Carol, and I think that Carol's watching, is she is part of our new tech core. So she came on board as an owner, but she's also heading out to Utah with Paul in a couple of weeks. And she's going to be fully certified to do installs, training, tech work, and whatnot. So she kind of, put together and installed her own machine. And then I just need to get on with her, make sure that everything is good, that she feels comfortable, go over some of the new machine functions because she's going from a Fusion to an Infinity. So she's got a lot more machine functionality. So that's what her and I are going to be doing on a phone call here in just a few minutes when I'm done with you all. And that's going to be the first step. Obviously, Paul's taking her to Utah with the rest of the gang, and she's going to get some additional training there. And then along the way, hopefully I can get up to where she lives and do some one-on-one. Because that's still what we're promising for our new owners, is that we, one way or the other, we will install and set up your machine. That might be us. That might be one of our trained installers. You get all my training videos, plus you get me for your initial training, okay? So that might be a little bit of remote training. It may be a little bit of online, some type of online training, and it includes me still coming to you for some sort of, an event at your place or just one-on-one training with me, okay? So I hope that you guys really understand that we take this so seriously, as does Handy Quilter. They wouldn't allow us to do this if we weren't committed and behind the whole training aspect of our sales that we are now doing nationally, okay? So I posted it. I think I posted it here in the group. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just posted it on my business page. But we have a map, and I'll get Paul to update it because we just added some new owners. But we have a map, and it's like a little pin map where you can see where all of our other owners are located. And you can also see where all of our technicians are going to be located, so that if you need service and whatnot, you can see where these people are. And hopefully you can be assured that even though you may be far away from us, we will take care of you. We're committed to that, okay? All right, so let's see. Yep, techs. Okay, so in regard to the technician positions, we are pretty much full up on that right now. We had a lot of people reach out to us, and Paul interviewed and had conversations with a lot of people. And he's chosen, who kind of a lot of, right, the first ones who applied, and he had his interviews with them, and he's taking this small group to Utah in April. Now, we're still getting applications. We're still getting people reaching out to us, and it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a no or that we're not interested in you. It just means that we're kind of getting this whole program off the ground. We want to get our first group of folks trained and all of that. So, don't think that we're not willing to have a conversation with you, or that Paul is not willing, but we're kind of full right now, okay? So I know the application is still up on the website, and whenever I get a communication like that, I just shoot it right to Paul. Paul is handling all of that business with the technicians, okay? All right, so let's see. Next on my list, secret drawers. So last week when I chattered about it, I did get a few of you that reached out. I'm glad that you did, so that we could make some follow-ups on that. So again, if you've ordered a drawer from us and you haven't heard anything or received shipping or the actual drawer, reach out to us so that we can double and triple check that we haven't missed sending any orders, or that Handy Quilter didn't miss anything, or whatever, okay? We want to get you your drawers. Actually, Paul, you're watching. Can you check check on my drawer? Because I haven't received mine either. Okay, let's see. No, there's no news on the tool trays. At least I don't think there is. I don't think this shipment has arrived. But just again, remember, as soon as we know, you will know, and we will start shipping those tool trays. I'm actually very excited to get a couple here in the studio, just so that we can have things right at our little fingertips. And as you know, you guys, that new tool tray they introduced, it's meant and adjustable for all frames, okay? Even competitors' frames, okay? So I'm really excited to get that new tool in the studio. Okay, the next thing on my list is about the tip of the week. So the tip of the week, you guys, is going really, really well. I try to think about that on the weekend and then get my head turning and spinning and getting all my screen capture or whatever I'm doing done at the beginning of the week. Okay, and I know I can already feel it. I'm gonna struggle to keep up with doing those tips because I'm so busy. But Ellen was here this week, and she was an extra set of hands that helped me film this week's tip of the week. And it is going to be highlighting another tool, handy quilter tool, the square feet that just came out. I don't know exactly when they came out, several months ago now, but still they're very new. And the tip of the week is showing you one of the applications here in my studio on how I use those, okay? Now, because I am highlighting the square foot in my tip of the week this week, we're going to give you a discount on those, okay? So Paul's already got it up on the website. Just head on over to mkquilts.com. I think he said it's at the bottom of the website front page. I haven't looked at it yet myself. But if you scroll down, there's going to be a bit of a discount. And then owners, so our machine and or Pro Stitcher owners, people who bought from us, you have that additional discount, right? So if you want to pick those up and you hadn't already, you get the sale price plus your owner discount, all right? Okay, let's see, beta. There's still plenty of chatter out there about the beta. I just checked the Handy Quilter's website before I hopped on, and we're still at 2381, and I haven't gotten anything new from Handy Quilter in a while, so I'm still running 2381 as well. But again, I know that they're just working hard, fast and furious out there, and I mean, I am not a computer person per se. I'm pretty good with computers, but I just can't even imagine everything that has gone into all of these enhancements and all of the new features and the opti-stitch. I mean, that alone is just fantastic. So I know that they are working on it, and when we have a new full-on release, again, you know I'll be chattering about it. So when I know, you'll know. Okay. So what other thing was I working on this week that Ellen kind of took the pressure off me so that I could do? I posted about it. Yay, I'm working on the whole cloth class again. And oh, it felt so good. And actually just being here in the studio and not have to worry about having the machines running, because I know that Ellen will be in to take care of that. Just being here in the studio when it's quiet so that I can do my screen capture and all my editing, it's been really fun. So I'm working on that. I promise that I will keep working on that. I think actually Saturday. I don't have anything Saturday. So I think that I'm just going to dedicate my Saturday to getting some more work done on that. So keep watching. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good, you guys. Once again, you know me, I'm trying to pack as much into that class as I can. You're going to get a lot of layout and rendering type of instruction, simulation instruction, and then I'm going to have a whole bunch of video and me talking you through how I took it from point A to point B, right? Point A being simulation, point B being to actually stitching it out. It's probably going to be another one of those longer type of classes, so kind of prepare yourself for when you do get it. You're going to want a bowl of popcorn and maybe an adult beverage, and you're just going to have a MK marathon on that one. All right, but I'm super excited to finally be getting close to having that finalized. Okay, the next thing is an idea that I haven't even spoken to Paul about an actual date on this to get it on the calendar. But I was with a new owner last night, and she was mentioning that she had some questions. You know, being a newbie, she's got all kinds of questions. But one of her main questions was about saving and designs and file management and how to back them up and how to think about organizing them and how to get them from one place to the next, and do I use this hard drive? Do I use the flash drive? What, you know, all of these questions that I just, you know, that whole thing I just take for granted that I know what I'm doing. But again, I need to step back from my new people and realize that they don't necessarily know all of that stuff. So we are going to plan, hopefully Paul and I can get our heads together and set a date. We're going to plan some sort of an online webinar. I know that Paul has been wanting to talk to you about uses for things like OneDrive or Dropbox, you know, different things like that for online cloud storage. So I'm sure that he can include some stuff about that. I will show you some ways that I organize my things, how I do it with my file folder structure, both on my simulator and on my tablet, things that I think about for that. So be watching for that. That will probably be a paid online webinar. We're going to keep it, you know, the price down. Our owners are going to get in for free. I'm thinking maybe in the like $15 range, okay? It will hold it on an evening. Basically, you get online with us. We will share our screens. You will hear us. We won't be able to hear you unless we open up the Q&A portion of this new, what is it? It's conferencecall.com or something. Anyways, it can be interactive, but mostly you will be watching and learning, and then you can ask questions when we open it up, and then we'll have a recording. You can get it afterwards, and then maybe, you know, maybe we can clean it up and we'll put it up for sale for other people who couldn't make it live as well. Okay, so be watching for that. All right, let's see. I looked down at my list and I couldn't even read my handwriting, but that was the last thing on my list. So let's see. I know that Paul got the Thread Club orders out this week, so be looking for that. I have not done a new loading video yet, and that's another video that I've been promising. So again, having Ellen in the studio I think is going to help me just fast forward some of my new content. I haven't really even given any thought to new YouTube content for a while. Again, maybe Ellen and I can do some shared stuff on that. She has a lot of great ideas. So let's see, Thread Club went out. The drawers, please reach out to us about that. Zippers, again, I've had an influx of zipper orders, so I really want to get to that new loading video so that I can just update you on how I do that. But we always keep zippers and grips in stock. We got the print material going out. We just had some orders this week for print material and the QPI. So that's another thing that we can talk about in a future webinar is more and more people are buying the QPI, the Quilt Pattern Indexer, because as you know, as time goes by, being a computerized quilter, I mean, you just amass so much stuff. So many patterns, but it's a great thing. Okay, so I think that's what I got for you. Let me show you what's on the frame. Actually, it's kind of an interesting day today because Ellen was here quilting yesterday and she got everything, almost everything done that I left for her. So I didn't have anything on the frames. But what I'm going to show you on the frame is something that I'm going to be loading this afternoon. This is my own quilt. It's a beautiful, a big, huge, it's very large, a big, huge double wedding ring quilt that I have had finished for quite a while. This is the class that I'm going to be teaching when I am in Georgia in a couple of weeks. So I'm going up there to be with a guild, a friend and a guild member. I'm going to be teaching my double wedding ring class, and then I'm going to be staying for a sim session event. So that reminds me, more of my sim sessions sold out this week. So please, if you want to get in, you got to sign up now. Okay, so over on McForte, let me show you a couple of things that Ellen finished yesterday. So this is a beautiful, just a beautiful small wall hanging. It's really just a panel, and she did a bit of ruler work on there. She outlined the eagle so beautifully, stitched some clouds in there. Oh my gosh, so talented. I'm so happy to have her. Okay, now the other thing she did for me was this cute little baby blanket. It's got some minky on there, and it's got this little tutu. She had to do some custom cropping around there with the Pro Stitcher, and she did a great job. I got nothing over on Amara, so that's all I got for you today. So, well, how did I do? How did I do doing solo again? I missed the boys, but they're at home. I'll see them later. Carol, I will be online in about 30 minutes. I'll give you a call. Looking forward to our training. And the very last thing, I'll just say it. 2 days left for the get in on buy in Pro Stitcher before the price goes up, okay? We just closed a handful of deals this week because people want to get in on that, and you know, now is the time. So I think we got this weekend, and then the price is going up. That's it. That's the drop deadline. Okay, you guys, thanks for joining me. As always, thanks for all of your business. Have a wonderful weekend, and from my studio to yours, Happy quilting. Bye-bye, everybody.